Hello, Cardinal Leger.
The Leisure Cast is back, and we hope you've had a magnificent March.
I'm Cassidy.
And I'm Adrian.
And we are your hosts for the Cardinal Cast.
Despite March being a short month with a week off, there were still many exciting things happening at Leger this month.
This month, the Cardinal Cast decided to focus on the real leaders in the school, you, the students.
We have some exciting interviews with a few of the best and brightest in our school. We're going to be on the lookout until June to report on the great achievements of our Leger Lancers. So keep up the good work, and hopefully we'll get a chance to interview you.
For our first interview this month, one of our reporters sat down to interview Leroy Onyuha, a grade 12 Lancer who is doing some amazing things. Leroy is one of the 2 student trustees for the entire Dufferin Peel School Board and regularly attends meetings at the board office with the directors and trustees. We sat down with Leroy and had a wonderful, candid interview with him about his experiences being a student trustee.
What made you want to be student trustee?
When I was in grade 9, I saw a lot of people who looked like me that weren't being particularly represented in leadership roles. And so I ran for student trustee so we could have diverse perspectives of people who looked like me. And I wanted to be able to enact equitable policies that had a positive effect on all students across our board.
What is the most difficult thing about the job?
I haven't gone to PhD, I haven't gone to master's in anything. So I think the most difficult thing is trying to be well-versed in as many topics that in our education field as possible. So it was a bit of a learning curve at first, but I think as time has went on, I've become more comfortable. But there's still times though I feel like, whoa, these guys are way smarter than me, and I just have to cope with that, and I just have to be confident enough in my abilities to keep working for students in our board.
Who is your biggest political influence?
Barack Obama. I think that he's the perfect picture of what a politician should be.
Are you going to run for prime minister one day?
I would be appreciative of having that opportunity, but I don't think that is my central goal in life. There's so many important positions in government that I would be lucky enough to just be able to have a positive impact on Canadian life in general. Would I love to be prime minister? Yes, I can't doubt it, but I think I would be happy if I was a cabinet position, a civil servant, or a municipal worker, whatever. I think being part of government is public service, and I just want to be part of that.
What do you want your legacy to be, and what do you want to be known for?
I feel like I've made the lives of students during these 2 years better. I mean, we went through the pandemic, that in these 2 years that we've made the student experience more worthwhile than it would have been without us being there. I think my legacy is just making the pandemic bearable.
Does pineapple belong on pizza?
Never. Absolutely not. I think that's got to be a crime against Italians. I don't even know if it tastes good. It doesn't taste good at all. I just think the combination of cheese, marinara sauce, and pineapple is the most despicable thing that you could ever do. No.
What a great interview. Thank you, Leroy, for taking time out of your day to meet with us. You are a great inspiration to other Lancers in the school, and we hope that others will take up after you graduate. Good luck next year. And speaking of doing our part, Adrian, what do you call a cow that can play a musical instrument? A musician. Music is a big part of life here at Leger, and after the senior band won gold at the Ontario Band Music Festival, we decided to sit down with one of our musical lancers, Angela Vincente, and ask her what it's like being in our band.
What's your name and instrument?
My name's Angela Vicenti, and I play the alto saxophone.
What's your favorite thing about band?
The people that I've met so far, everyone in band is really nice, and when I'm in class in band, I feel really comfortable there, and I can be myself. But also, the trips we go on are pretty cool, too.
And what would you tell someone who's wanting to join band?
I say join band. It's really fun. It's a good experience, but be wary of the trumpets because they're really, really loud and really annoying. But other than that, it's good.
If you could be an instrument, what type of instrument would you be?
The French horn, because they're so twisted. Oh my God. I don't know. They're just really... They're really complex, so it would just be fun to be a French horn.
Do you think that students should take music in grade 9?
Yes, it's good to learn an instrument, and it's fun.
What was the coolest band trip that you went on?
It was definitely when we went to Canada's Wonderland last year, because we got to go on the rides and everything, but I didn't really get to go on any roller coasters because the person I was with didn't want to, but it was really fun.
What role does music play in your life?
I really like music because you can do whatever you want with it. You can dance to it, you can listen to it, you can play it. There's so many different options, and it's just so good in your ears.
How has music helped you grow?
Be more confident with myself, because when I first started playing, I would hide behind all the other saxophones in case like I made a mistake. I didn't want anyone else to hear, but eventually I overcame that and I play really loud now. You know, like, why be ashamed of my instrument and my mistakes, because they're like part of me.
Do pineapples belong on pizza?
I think they do in some cases. It's good in some situations.
Great interview, Kiko and Angela, and hopefully it inspired new Lancers to look into taking music.
Unlike your terrible joke that inspired us to vote you off our newscast, Cassidy, and speaking of voting, Samson sat down and had interviews with our very own Student Council co-Prime Ministers Kira Kennedy and Alexa Rigonen.
What inspired you to become co-prime minister?
I really wanted to make a change. I can make small little actions to just improve student life at Cardinal.
Just a part of me was always pushing myself to go for those leadership positions. Luckily, I was able to get the opportunity to be co-prime minister, which I'm really grateful for.
What is one of the biggest challenges that you faced?
Definitely time management. There's a lot of responsibilities that you have as co-prime minister. You realize you have to draft proposals, meet with the principal, host the events, and there's a lot of things that just go into it.
We've been in COVID. We never got to see what all of these events look like because we were in COVID for so long. But we've definitely been trying our best to do events every month that students like.
What is your main goal?
I think school is not only about the academics, but also a big component of it is just having that social aspect.
What school is about, it's not just like, obviously academics are super important, but you also need to have a sense of community there and to be able to have fun with your friends at these various events. And we just want to make sure that students have those opportunities to go to do fun things.
What is like a fun story, like a funny story?
I mean, I feel like I don't. This is really on the spot. When we got to stay over at the Sheridan, and so we were going to Eaton Center, right? And we were like a bunch of high school kids in just like blazers, and my friend, she didn't bring her jacket. The door that we came through was just like locked, and we were just like, and we had to walk around. And we were kind of just like lost, and we were like, we want to go back to the hotel, and we were pretty much lost, but it was a really fun experience.
I remember once being in an online meeting, and sorry guys, but during my meeting I was playing Minecraft, so whoops.
I'm not gonna lie, I played a bit of some Roblox.
Yeah, exactly. This is the regular teenage quarantine experience where we're playing random games all the time.
For people who like wanna join student council, what is one thing you would tell them?
Having good time management, having that motivation to actually do the work, and being organized.
Be confident in what you want to express.
What do you think about pineapple on pizza?
You're trying to get me canceled. You're really trying to get me canceled. What are you doing? I like pineapple on pizza. It's okay, you're the grade rep for student council, so you better agree with me.
Yeah. She's my boss.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a really controversial question.
Yeah.
I think mixing hot fruit and meat is just really uncomfortable.
Exactly what I'm saying.
I think it's really uncomfortable.
Exactly what I'm saying. Like, what is one event that you want to plan, like you really want to plan for Leger?
Well, I can plug what we're currently working on. We're currently working on a year-end event that will top any year-end event.
So this is gonna be like the biggest event ever. Okay.
But I'm gonna be vague because it's gonna be a surprise. So you'll see what all of that entails. Stay tuned.
Yeah.
Thank you, Alexa and Kiro, for your frank and honest interviews about what it's like to be a leader in our school. We appreciate all the hard work you do.
And speaking of being appreciative, this March we had Eco Week. Eco Week is an event held worldwide to try and implement eco-friendly habits that benefit us and our planet. It is an important week because it raises awareness on the issue of climate change, which is also always present and threatens our future. It is up to our generation to start this change and save our planet. If we all try to make our habits a little bit more eco-friendly, it can make a huge difference. Leisure has been holding events around the school like the Lunch Kahoot and the Park Cleanup.
What an eco-friendly idea, Cassidy. Thank you to everyone who organized the event. Hopefully they will become annual traditions. You know what would make a great annual event, Cassidy? Winning OFSA Gold. We sat down with gold medalist Juliana Ferreras-Contreras and interviewed her about her achievement in Windsor.
What's it like being known as the fastest female swimmer in OFSA?
I don't really think that though. I don't really see it like that, but it's a nice it's a nice little title.
What made you get into swimming?
I got into swimming like really later and compared to a lot of kids, and I think it was just more of like a way of getting active.
What do you think is the most important thing to know as an athlete?
Being an athlete, it shows a lot of responsibility and dedication, because swimming, it's one of those sports that you don't really have a day off.
Yeah.
You're always in the pool, you're always smelling like chlorine, your skin's always just drying up and dying, but it's a lot of dedication.
What do you think is the most difficult thing about swimming?
It was just like, especially being like a para swimmer and growing up in an environment where I never really saw people like me swimming, it was discouraging at first, because all my teammates would be like able swimmers, and then if I wouldn't reach the same times that they had, I'd feel like I'm doing something wrong. But in reality, it's just because I'm just a little bit different, but that clearly didn't stop me in anything. Just going over like the stigma and comments that people may say, especially even being a female athlete or just being a female who just enjoys sports. It's very hard to even express your opinion on certain things, because then you feel like you'll get shut down or be like, or especially in swimming, it's not seen as like a sport that's very popular.
What do you want your legacy at LSU to be?
It only feels like I've been here for like 1 year, but I just feel like kindness, because it doesn't, I know it's so corny, but it's like no one's gonna remember in 10 years time that I won OFSA or something. No one's gonna remember that. They're gonna remember how you are as a person.
What do you think about pineapple on pizza?
I love it. I don't know why people have strong opinions on it.
Thank you so much for those words, Juliana. We hope that this can start a competition in our school. Which teams can win OFSA Gold? Let's decorate our gym with those awesome banners.
Breaking news.
What's happening?
Did you hear that the government is going to remove April 31st because of daylight savings?
Since when?
April Fool.
April Fools.
April Fools. And with that, we bring our newscast to an end. April's going to be a tremendously busy month. Starting off with Holy Week, we know there are some great things coming this month.
We here at the Cardinal Cast will do our best to bring you insightful and inspiring news. Look out for our reporters in the halls. If you have any hot tips, we are always eager to get a new scoop.
Have an amazing April, AJ.
Bye.
What's your opinion of pineapples on pizza?
Does pineapple belong on pizza?
Sometimes.
I actually think it's pretty good, especially when you have a barbecue sauce.
Do you think pineapple belongs on pizza?
No.
Do you guys think that pineapple belongs on pizza?
No.
Yes.
No. Stop. Stop. I personally wouldn't pick it over anything else, but if someone ordered it or if it was in front of me, then I'd be okay with it.
Do you think that pineapple belongs on pizza?
Yeah, whatever people prefer on their pizza, it's completely up to them. And so, it's their choice.
Do you like pineapple on pizza?
Yes.
No.
Do you guys think that pineapple belongs on pizza?
Some types of pizza.
I don't mind it.
Do you guys think that pineapple belongs on pizza?
Yes. Me personally, I don't care what is on it, but I don't think we should be fighting each other if the answer is different.
Yeah.
So, to answer your question, a solid maybe. Thank you.